And right now, with a closer look at today's business news and headlines, we are joined live in studio by Darren Farwell, Director of Wealth Management at Scotia McLeod. Happy Friday.
Thank you.
Tough week on the markets. The TSX ending the week, what are we, down 3%? What happened? Why?
Well, it wasn't a great week, and we were, in fact, down 3%. 1.2% of that actually happened today. We were down about 144 points. What happened was kind of a combination of two things. The first is what did happen. We had slower employment growth in the United States than we were expecting. That led investors to worry that maybe an already slow economic progress is going to be worse than expected. That was one of the reasons why oil got crushed today. Oil was down 4% or $4 a barrel. So be sure not to fill up your car tonight, Kyle. Wait a couple of days because it looks like the price is coming down. Anytime oil prices, commodity prices get hurt, that's bad for Canada. So that was what did happen. There's also what might happen. This weekend, there are some significant elections in both France and Greece. We're most worried about Greece because a new government there could move to unravel some of the policies they put in place to keep the EU together, and that would be a problem.
Good old Greece.
Yeah, back in the news.
Back in the news. Any bright spots, though?
Yeah, well, remember, the stock market is actually a market of individual companies.
Right.
And in Canada, we've got some individual companies doing some basic stuff. They're doing really well. Tim Hortons, Canadian Tire, Dollarama, all these companies are actually trading at 52-week highs.
A few weeks ago, Facebook was big in the news, and there's some kind of update this week.
Yeah. Well, first of all, when you say big, I mean, Facebook is really big. I mean, they're looking at issuing 300 million shares at somewhere between $28 and $35 a share. So that values the company at $90 billion. So that's a big deal. Next week, they start taking that show on the road, as they say, and talking to investors about why it's a good idea to buy that issue.
Okay, Darren, always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a good weekend.
All right, stay with us. Time for a break, but coming up, we